Hi everyone! Today we will be working on the heart chakra. So this video might be just a tad bit longer than my previous videos because there's a lot more to learn with the heart chakra. It is the center of our energy field, and it is what requires the energy from your crown and your root to channel through. So we want to make sure that this hub is cleared out, healed, and that you understand its purpose, because it has a huge purpose in your energetic system. So let us begin. Before we begin, please say out loud or in your head, I accept this Reiki from Maricela Mendoza. Take 3 deep breaths. Get that air flowing through. The heart chakra is the element of air, so we want to make sure we get that air flowing. Now, the heart chakra is a 12-petal lotus in the center of the chest, and within that we have a Merkaba, which is a 6-pointed star. That is as above, so below. Energy coming through from the top and from the bottom. It's almost like an infinity. The energy comes up and down and up and down. Channel it through. Okay, so I'm going to start with some Reiki symbols. We're going to start with the distance Reiki to send that to you in all dimensions of time and space. Sorry about that helicopter. Okay. Tamarsha. 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 Bring in some balance. Seiki. 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 Chakra, chakra, chakra. Dicomio, dicomio, dicomio. Okay, now let's begin. We're going to start with Selenite to clear the energy field. Sorry. Now, the main function of the heart chakra is your capacity to love and be loved. Unconditional love, gratitude, appreciation for the beauty in all things. Relating to relationships, compassion, empathy for self and others, forgiveness, acceptance of self and others, the ability to accept transformation and change, your ability to grieve and reach peace, your ability to let go, your ability to connect your heart to your higher self, to bring in that energy, balance, and your ability to experience deep and meaningful relationships. When it is blocked, there's a lot of symptoms when there is a blockage. This is why I needed to spend a little extra time on this video. See if you relate to any of these. You tend to feel emotionally distant in your relationships. This is if you have a blockage. Being overly defensive or passive aggressive. You find it hard to let go of bitter and angry thoughts. Feeling closed down and disconnected from others, possibly have a little social anxiety or be the hermit, afraid to open up to others, afraid of what people will think of you. Jealousy is a big one. And that stems from not loving ourselves enough, that we compare ourselves to others. The inability to give or receive freely, and that includes love or materially, without expecting anything in return. You're constantly suspicious and mistrusting of other people, especially in friendships and romantic relationships, thinking everybody has ulterior motives. Usually it's a self-reflection of ourselves. Codependency, relying on others' approval for attention, trying to people please at all costs. You gain your self-worth from other people, and that's big in the social media age, wanting to show the world, get validation through our likes. That's a blockage. It's not enough energy flowing through the heart chakra. Always putting oneself in the role of the savior or the rescuer. I call it the martyr complex. I do everything for everyone, but no one does it for me. That kind of complex. Holding grudges, not being able to forgive. Loneliness. Constantly replaying or reliving trauma and grief. The constant perpetual victim. Fearful, especially of being alone. Fear of getting too close to others. Fear of being abandoned. Fear of taken advantage of. Fear of judgment. Okay. We're going to start with rose quartz. Rose quartz is a stone of universal love. It resonates trust, harmony, and relationships. Encourages unconditional love. It purifies and opens the heart at all levels to promote love, self-love, friendship, deep inner healing, and feelings of peace. Dispels negativity and replaces it with loving vibes. It encourages self-forgiveness and acceptance, invoking self-trust and self-worth. Okay? Now, when it is overactive, we love, the difference between unconditional love and being taken advantage of. And usually when we have an overactive, it's unconditional love to an extreme that we are loving others and not loving ourselves. And it has to be a balance. Unconditional love also means you taking care of yourself. So when we have an overactive, too much energy flowing through the heart chakra, we love indiscriminately. We lack proper boundaries in friendships and intimate relationships. We tend to be needy in relationships. We tolerate too much from others to the point of neglecting our own emotional self-care. We lose our sense of identity, always looking for others to validate us. Giving to others or to a cause without restraints where it affects us negatively. So let's say, you have $100 and that's all you have, and you see a homeless man and you want to help him, but you don't realize that you also have to help yourself first. You cannot give from an empty cup. Though the universe will provide you back in return, sometimes you have to really use discernment. Is that going to put me in a bad place? Should I be helping this person? Is it going to help me? You have to self-love first, then you can give to others. Saying yes to everything and everyone, even when it does not benefit you, because we're afraid of hurting people's feelings or afraid of making them sad or upset. Codependency. And when there's an overactive, when our higher heart chakra and our heart chakra starts opening up, we may feel anxiety. We may feel like we're having a heart attack, a sense of panic, because our heart starts doing this pings and things. And I highly recommend not taking any type of medication for that, Xanax or anything like that. It really stops the energy flow from coming through there. So it's kind of like, it does take away the feeling, but it also doesn't allow the energy to move through, so it stays stuck. Okay, moving on. We got green aventurine. Green aventurine promotes compassion and empathy. It encourages perseverance, encourages regeneration of the heart, promotes a feeling of well-being. It's a great stone for the heart chakra. Rhodonite is a stone of compassion, an emotional balancer that clears away emotional wounds and scars from the past, stimulates, clears, and activates the heart. It grounds energy, heals emotional shock and panic, aids in cases of emotional self-destruction, codependency, and abuse. It encourages unselfish love and forgiveness, promotes remaining calm in dangerous or upsetting situations, builds confidence, and alleviates confusion. Moving on, emerald, one of my favorite stones. If you've read the emerald tablets, you know how powerful this stone is. It is known as a stone of successful love. It brings loyalty and provides for domestic bliss. It enhances unconditional love, unity, promotes friendship, stimulates the heart chakra, has a healing effect on emotions as well as the physical heart, brings positive actions and eliminates negativity. And it almost changes color when there is deception around it, which is kind of weird. Okay, moving on to Moldavite. Moldavite is actually said to be where it is harvested is in Russia, where a meteorite hit. So it's said to be from space. It's a transformational stone. It brings balance and transformation to the heart chakra. It aids in trusting your intuition. It's a very intuitive stone. Okay. Green jasper. We're only working with green stones today. Besides that rose quartz one that I used, because the pink is more of the higher heart. Green is the center main heart. So we're just going to focus on that today. And green jasper is a stone of balance that heals and releases obsessions such as jealousy and self-sabotage and self-esteem. It's a great one for jealousy. Okay, moving on to dioptase. This is the stone of forgiveness. It's a great stone for healing your inner child and past life trauma. In conjunction with chrysoprase, very similar. Chrysoprase opens, activates, and energizes the heart and sacral chakras, imparts a sense of well-being, promotes love and truth, and encourages fidelity. It heals your inner child along with dioptase, mends broken hearts, transmute negative emotions into positive ones. It helps to overcome compulsive and angry thoughts and behaviors, provides non-judgment, stimulates acceptance of self and others, and promotes trust. Okay. Those are a couple of my favorite ones, actually. I was going to move on to two more. I'm going to do two more. And let's see, I will do malachite, because this is one of the ultimates, along with emerald. Opens the heart to unconditional love, encourages risk-taking and change, breaks unwanted ties and outworn patterns. So it's great for letting go. Teaches how to take responsibility for your own actions and feelings. Develops empathy. This is a key. Developing empathy for others is key to the heart chakra. Putting yourself in another person's shoes. Releases negative experience and old trauma. Stimulates dreams. Okay. And we're going to do one last one, Vesuvian. And this is just good for relationships. For trust, building trust and bonds. Okay. Now, when it's balanced, and this is the stone for balance, which is Shiva. This is for all your chakra systems. You feel a love for others. You're more compassionate, more giving, more receiving. So some great ways to heal this chakra. We're going to work on that. Now the mantra associated is YAM. Y-A-M, YAM. Now, the first thing you do is you go outside in nature. Green. Wear green. Go outside in nature. Eat green things. You know, kiwi, fruits, spinach, kale, pears, chard, broccoli, you know, all the stuff, avocados. Second, meditate. And if you can meditate with anything that is of 432 hertz frequency, that is the heart chakra frequency. That is one of the things that was key to my healing when I lost somebody that I loved. He died at 4:32 p.m. That made me want to research the number 432, and this is how I came across it. So love and healing transcends time and space. So binaural beats are great for that. While you sleep, listen to that. Okay. We're going to bring in some more heart healing while I keep talking about ways to heal, because these two are the best for that. Practice empathy. Ask yourself, what if? You know, we often jump to conclusions about the behaviors of others. The next time you find yourself judging somebody, think about, what if? You know, what if someone was rude to you? What if they just lost their job? You know, what if they just lost somebody? They don't know how to handle that. What if the person's childhood traumatized them so much that they can't relate to others, and they, you know, what if? Always put yourself in another person's shoes, because everybody has a story. Establish clear personal boundaries. Know when to say no. When it, you know, if you can't give from an empty cup, don't. Hugs, 20-second hugs. Human beings require loving contact in order to remain in a natural antidepressant state. Hugging releases oxytocin. So hug yourself, hug your loved ones, 20 seconds, you know, just hug yourself. Show self-love by giving yourself permission to feel. Don't suppress any emotions. You know, if you feel jealousy, if you feel, you know, anger, or you're unhappy, you're sad, feel it. Let it out. But don't live there. And don't let it affect others around you, you know. Don't dwell on it. Acknowledge it and let it go. The more you love yourself, the easier that will be to let those emotions out. Meditate with crystals, like the ones I use in this video. Be less judgmental and more accepting of others. Do your shadow work. That is, when our chakras start opening up, we start seeing the things that our subconscious has held down, and it is very scary. And it's about embracing those and accepting them as a part of who you are and who you were. Forgive it, release it, let it go. Do a forgiveness ritual. This is key right here. I do this with a lot of people in hospice, so they can forgive before they move on. And it's great to do it now, so you can start living now. Write a letter. Write down your name. I need to forgive me. Write down the name of people you need forgiving on one side. Write down the people that need, you know, you would ask for their forgiveness on the other side. Go outside, feel it. Forgive it. Frankie, come back here. Get over here, let's go. Come on. Sorry, my dog just like saw a lizard and flipped out. Come on. And lizards are green. Come on, honey. There we go, good girl. No chasing lizards. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Doing it live, guys. We're doing it live. So yes, you take this letter, you go outside, you really feel it. I forgive so-and-so and so for, whatever you feel they did wrong. And I forgive myself for doing this to so-and-so. And I forgive myself for these other things. And you burn it. And you let the universe have it. Bury it. And let something new grow from it. Okay. Let go of the victim role. You chose all these experiences to make you who you are. This is kind of like a video game, right? We choose the hard levels. We choose these hard levels so we can pass them and move on to bigger and better things. You can also clear blocks with yoga, deep breathing, affirmations. Do one kind act each day, whether it's like give a compliment to somebody or look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself. I love you. Carry out an act of kindness. Allow yourself to receive love and give love. You have to be open to receive it, and you have to be able to give it. Sometimes we were taught as children, we didn't know, we never received love, so we don't know how to receive it sometimes. It kind of makes us uncomfortable when somebody gives us a compliment. We don't know how to say thank you because it's uncomfortable. We've got to learn to accept and receive. And laughter really opens up the chakra. Watch funny videos on YouTube, watch a funny movie, go to a comedy show. Definitely opens up the heart chakra. And finally, closing this out, I am love. You are love. We are love. Now let's fluff out. Expand that heart chakra. I love you. You are love. You are loved. I believe in you. Blow some air into the heart. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helped you understand your heart chakra just a little bit more. Namaste.